Hi guys. Um, Thanks for being on time. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Good to see you, Carl. Thanks for the support, and Aaron's. Thank you very much. um, yeah, there were something like 10 people that registered. Just hope they arrive. Let's see what's happening. Let's give it a few minutes. Aaron, just check if you can unmute. Hi, Konstantin. Very good to see you again also. Um, After all these years, but thanks very much for joining. Okay, thanks, Ernst. Now I must find out again. Call and Ernst, and I see Konstantin just left. Ah, you are back, Konstantin. That's good. Man, I'm going to give it a little bit more time. There were like 10 people that registered. I just hope that they could make it. Otherwise, we can just open it and we can discuss it between us. Um, sure. Yeah, okay, I'm going to give it, let's say, another 2 minutes. Hi, Cole. Yes, I see. I will open the mic and the things at questions and answers. Hello, Andrew. Good to see you again. Welcome. Um, it's good to see the people coming in again. Thanks. Andrew also using build tracks now lately. And if there's any questions, anybody, anytime, you can always contact me and I can do my best to help you guys. Sure. So maybe I'll give it another minute or so. And then I'm just going to start. Um, hmm. Okay, I think let's just start. And if people come in, I will send the recordings to anybody anyway afterwards. So probably people they apply for these things and they can't make it. So thanks, Andrew, Konstantin, Cole, Ernst, Thanks for joining. Um, so, what I actually just quickly want to do is to, um, because of the previous webinar, we had requests of to import an Excel and see how it's going to work. So I think I'm going to just quickly show you how to do that. And then I will run over to what actually the drawing measurements to the accurate bill of quantities and show you how that works. So, but just to quickly show you, I'm going to share my screen quickly. And that's it. So when you download or open BuildPractice, you will get to this screen where you will start your project name and register. And I'm just going to quickly do that. Let's say it is going to be web Excel, whatever. And you can give it a project number. You can give it your client name, the site address, the currency you want to work with. And so carry on. But this is what where the important thing is this section here. Um, you can use no bill of quantities, or you can use a single bill of quantities. Ernst will show you guys just a little bit later about the sectional bill of quantities. He's working on a huge project at the moment where he's using sectional bill of quantities. And we must just remember at the end, I want to just to mention something about the copy structure from an existing project. And this is where I want to get to, is to import the project from Excel. So when you import a project for Excel, it will just quickly and immediately come to this screen here, and it will give you some instructions what you need to do for that file to look exactly the same as the build practice files. So, and at the bottom, you can have all the rates set as 0, or you can copy the rates in the Excel, but you will still have your quantities as 0. So if you've got a priced bill of quantities, you will bring that in. Let me and the main rules of what is happening here is, let me just show you Excel, the Excel file. So I want to now import this Excel file. Let's say it is a bill of quantities with preliminaries, demolitions, alterations, bill, and these at the bottom, these bills. So it's important that the top row starts with the item number, description, unit, that these headings are in there on the very first row. If if it miss one of them, it will not give you the proceed button, and if you press cancel, it will show you in red which ones of these items are not there. So that is important. And then in your unit columns, if you haven't given it a H1, H2, H3, H1, H2, H3, text is your headings, how you want it to look like. So in your bill of quantities, it will be underlined like this. And if you haven't done it, it will just put it all in text into your main file. But let's and very important is that for the software to know that which bill is which bill, and it stops. So you can't have a list of items and then bill number and then carry on here. He wouldn't know that. So you must have all your bill separated per tab here at the bottom. Okay, so if I now, for instance, you go to and I choose this file, that exact file that I just opened, and it was this one. You just open it, and it will you check now that it has got those things, and you will go down, and if everything is correct there, it will have a blue button. It will turn blue, and it said yes, use this file. When you use that file, you can now put the logos and things on and create further, then you create your project. It will come into the screen where you normally load your drawing, which I will show you just now again, but this is just for that. So this is your measurement tab again, and your bill of quantities, there it is. It sits there, and so all your bills, the bills that we've had there, the bills, demolitions, alternative earthworks, and all the bills and its items and everything that you've just copied is in there now. Okay, so it's just to show you how to bring in your Excel sheet into that. So and it is just important. Two very important thing is to have the top row of your headings in and each bill separately so that he knows what it is. He will always number your bills also automatically. If you see the bill number 1, it will always, these two things comes automatically. It will bill even if you had other numbers in your Excel sheet. He will check and he will say your bill number 1, 2, and your first items will always be the bill number and the description of that bill. Okay, so let's go to the uh, the bill of quantities, and I have created this one where it is a bill of quantities. It is just a simple drawing that we've got, and I just pre-measured it so that you guys don't, or just for demos. Oh no. Okay, let me share it. It happens every now and then with me, this. I don't know why. Anyway, if you can all see here again. So just quickly again, so I've now measured, there's my construction area. It on this drawing, you can just hover over there. So there's my, oh man, sorry, man. There's a construction area. It is there. The bedrooms are there. The bathrooms are measured. They will always light open. The lounge, external walls. Interesting. If you had, you will see there's a section floor plan, and there's my. If I go over to the wall height and I want to go there, it will open the next drawing to show you where this one was lighting up. See, there it goes. There was a wall height, and this one was the internal wall height. It is just so that you can see. And if there was now back to this drawing, it will always go. So there's your your drawing is now measured, and you've had now these items and descriptions in your left-hand side of just quick descriptions of showing external walls and whatever walls, internal walls, what you're going to use in your bill of quantities. So when we go over to the bill of quantities, you've got good choices to use the standard bill of quantities. You can copy it from another project. If you got a copy from another project which you have all the bills and the items exactly, then it is handy to use this one. For this case, I'm just going to put a blank bill of quantities, and so that I can choose my items, because if you use the standard bill of quantities, the whole document, or select bills of it, you will copy thousands and thousands, but literally thousands of items which are included there. So I always start with a blank one, and you continue there, and it will say no bills yet, and we create our first bill, and let's call it so what shall we measure? Concrete. And so you create the bill, and it will automatically says, all right, that was now bill number 1, and it is concrete, and we will add items. You can now add items. You can create a new item. You can put in an item where you create your own items. You can copy from the model, you can copy from another project, or you can copy even from this project. So if you had, let's say, other sections in the bill of quantities and which has got the same bills, and you can copy it from there. So for this sake, I'm just going to copy from the model, and you will see there are hundreds and hundreds of items. So if I go, all right, we call concrete, formwork and reinforcement, and let's say there's I want to measure a surface bed. Let's say a surface bed there, and let's say a basis, and I will insert those two. Okay, just so that we have it. So when you insert them, they're sitting here into your thing. We can create another bill if we want. So we just add another bill there at the top, and no, you must now help me. Man, oh yeah, it's now behind this thing. Yeah, so you will create a bill and you copy again a blank bill, or copy it from the model bill of quantities, copy from this one. So you create the blank bill and you copy that one there. So there will be bill number 2. It will be like that, and we can add items. So if it's a blank bill, you can obviously just bill's number 2. It will always be bill number 2, but bill here we can call it, what is it now? Let's say masonry, and it is going to be the bill of quantity, and we add items, and we say copy from the model, and let's say masonry is there, and let's say brickwork and block work, and we say I just want to cover half brick walls. Let's say half brick walls, there it is, and we insert that one. So it is, I'm not going to, because we pressured for time here. So there's your bill of quantities that you just created, all your items and your concrete. Let's say this is my concrete one. So when we start to measure our bill of quantities, you can just always press on the quantity column there, and it will open your DIMS to where you can put your DIMS in. Now, remember, we've got our drawing measured here in our measurement, and now we've got our bill of quantities. So you open your measurements, and you will see on the right-hand side comes everything that you have measured in here. So all these items that you have measured there with their totals, and their totals will have the area and the perimeter. Always the area and the perimeter. If square meters will have the area and the perimeter. So when you go to your bill of quantities and you've opened your measurement items, you will see the area and the perimeter. Area, perimeter of the bedrooms, bathrooms, lounge and kitchens that we've done. We have measured, sorry, I don't know why it does it all the time. So when we so these items are always in your areas and your perimeters and so on. So I'm going to now measure the surface beds. Oh man, I'm so sorry, I don't know why. So I want to measure the surface beds. I press on the quantity, and it will open it, and I will say there I would now say surface bed, or measure it from somewhere, or construction area. You can put your reference type in there. I put 1 and I enter, and if now I don't need to have the length or the width, you can, and the depth, but so we can now just take our construction area and we link it, and we see when we link it there, we just click there, and it is measured in that area, and you must deselect that. So when you have linked an item to your from your drawings to your measurements, if you hover through it, it will always, the links will show lightly in blue background. And when you will see from Aaron's just now, he's got 50, 60 of these items that's going down, down, down there. And if you want to check these things, you can just hover over there. It will link up to check your measurements. All right, this is where it comes from. And then if you put your width, it is now going to be, let's say 1, because we've already got the area. And let's say it is a 200 millimeter thick slab. Enter that, and you can just close it there or that, and there's your surface bed is measured. And the same if you want to now, let's say I want to measure the bill number 2 and the masonry, and I want to the length of my external walls. I can put 1, and my external walls was 44 millimeters there. And so what we do is you just click on that on your measurement item. You will see it becomes like that green color, and you click in there. And once you deselect it, then it is in. So once you do that, and let's say the wall height was that, so the external wall height, so we will go there. So your external wall height is 2.78. You can click that to there, and your external wall height is measured, and there's your external walls measured, 122 meters, and there you are. So there's your bill of quantities. When you change your drawing, so if this drawing is now going to change, or you delete this drawing and you add another drawing to it, and you measure these items again, then they will remember these links stayed right through. So when you copy a new project also, and so just to be back, so those links will stay always. So but it will just change to the new value. So when you use the structure of your bill of quantities on another project and so on with these links, it will remember the links. So all you need to do is to measure your drawings, and these items will be there that form part of your structure. You don't even need to type them in, and you can just measure these items, your construction area, your bedrooms and bathrooms. Let's say you've had a different size of a building or whatever, you can do that, and the links will be already shown into your bill of quantities, and it is shown there. So and on your bill of quantities. So your measuring is quite accurate. It is straight from the drawings, straight to these, and it is very well referenced, and which is important in our time now. So, and when you want to clean out again, we just hide the measurements, and you can just bring up the measurements whenever you need them, and then that's it. Sometimes you copy items from another project with the quantities. It gives you, let's say you want to copy, and you will see you can copy now things from a new bill with all the 28 items, or you can copy these items there. But sometimes you want to include the dimensions, and you'll see there you have to click that button there to include the dimensions. When you include the dimensions, and it doesn't always show the calculation immediately, you just press the calc button, and it will calc the whole project for you immediately, all of that. Another nice to have that Aaron's requested, and is the item numbering. You will see my items. I like to put 10, 20, 30, 40, because in the final account I can add in between. But other people don't want that. So, and you can choose your item numbering. Do you want it numeric? And if it's numeric, do you want the step? Is it by 1 or by 2? And you apply. So then each one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as they go down. Or if you want your item numbering in alphabetic, apply and renumber, and then your numbers will come straight A, B, C, D, E, like that. You can at all times you can preview your bill of quantities. You just go there, but you want to see the DIMs. So all right. So first of all, okay. So you can see your bill of quantities when it's priced or unpriced. Let's put quickly unpriced. Let me just show you what it looks like. Um, there it is. I've included the logos and things like that. Oh no, share. Sorry, man. Okay, I've included the logos, so your bill of quantities will look like this, and there is your bill of quantities, service-based basis, and it carries on. No, please bear with me. Teams, Teams does that with me all the time, and masonry and your bill of quantities. We just chose these ones now. So if we go back to project and you want to check your DIMs, and you can just press your DIMs. You look there, save it, and you want to see, and you can also, all pages, you close it, and you on your left hand side you want to see these bills, and you will see there's your measurements. It is just the DIMs, and it now all your measurements is there. So if you want to check it, or you want to negotiate with a contractor, how did you get to that quantities? This is what you happen, and then there you can see your DIMs. Don't know if there's any the pricing of the document we will get to on a later stage. It is just I wanted to just to explain to you this whole system of your measurement, your measured drawings, and these drawings will also show. Oh yes, another important thing is why what we have done with BuildPrax is that, as you can see, it's all here. You've got your drawings, you've got your bills of quantities, you've got your certificates that you want to do. There's estimates and feasibilities. All of that is all in one place. You can just press, there's your certificates. You're going to start with the certificate, your bill of quantities. You can always see. It is all sitting here. So when you save your project, and you can just going to save it and give it a name, and it will save. So and that file you can send to somebody. It is just a single file, and you send it to your colleague. He will open the project, and he will receive all the bills, all the links, all the drawings, everything that was associated with this project, and this whole document that you do all come in one single file that you just have to send through, so that you don't need to zip a lot of drawings and send a few drawings, and then you send a bill of quantities and a certificate. Everything on this project is all saved in one single file when you save that project and if you load the project. So yes, this is about it, and I would really like, and I think our time is good. Um, I would like now to, I'm going to stop share, and you guys can ask me questions just now. I want to, we just saw there, is there a way for us to, Andrew asked me if there's a way to group measured quantities in different locations of or drawings. You, I'm not 100% sure. You can measure that into your sectional bill. So you put and like I've done my with let's call it the let's say external walls, and you can use the exact same. Okay, let me explain. If I understand you correctly, is if I just share this correctly again. Yeah, sorry. So these measurement items, or let me see, these ones, they can be used for everything. That construction area or the bedrooms can be used for the concrete excavations, your ceilings, your floor finishes, your screeds, everything in that areas is going to be linked to the same item. So you measure your collections here in on your left hand side, and you we will then bring them forward, and you can measure multiple. You can this items can be to it's not only linked to one single item, it can be to hundreds of places where you want. And then Aaron's is going to show you just now, he is using a sectional bill of quantities where you have different bills or different buildings and with the same or not even doesn't have to have the same bills, but it's a sections and then different bills. Um, so yeah, I know what you're talking about, the locations for the and it making it complicated for in and I hear where you come from is for like WinQS. Um, you don't need that. Everything is here. You can see what you see here, and the main thing of build practice is we made that what you see is what you have. If you see this quantity for surface bed, you can go and fetch it from the drawing. You can and look at that was my construction area, and you can straight from there measure it into your quantities. We don't have to have locations, and sometimes you use the wrong location, it goes to a long building. I remember having that headaches before. And the main thing of BuildPractice is it is easy to use, and what you see is really virtually what you get. So when you measure to a place here, and at the end you can just times it by 2 or by 3 or by 4 if you have the same building a few times more and so on, and that you can do in your summary pages. um, but now I'm going to say now I must give controls. um, you can unmute yourselves, Ernst, and I'm not sure, Ernst, can you, Ernst, you can unmute yourself, or all of
Yes,
you,
I'm
any
here.
of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, any of all of you, but can you present? I just want to see, because you were as a presenter, because I
I
wanted.
cannot I cannot share at this stage, Charlie.
Okay. Ah, man, I'm sorry for that. But what I can show you is I've um let me just see if I can give you controls to um more options, and we can bump out lobby. Who can admit show meeting from the roles production to participate. Allow camera for attendees. You can do that, and
Charlie, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Just check under there's a tab on the top right that says more. Under settings, there's accessibility. I think there you will find it.
There's a thing says settings here and accessibility and caption.
I don't know if that will help.
No, it's not there. Hey, so you still can't. I've given you another. No, I'm sorry about that. I don't know. Sorry, Ernest, if you can just then maybe just explain to the people. You can change your camera if you want. Um, I've given you your camera so you can use camera. So I wonder if you use your camera if you can't share. So um, your share button, is it not working?
Yeah, it's still gray. It's still not giving me access. Um, Let me just, you should be as organizer, you should have somewhere where you can, how did you unmute us? It must be somewhere there. I
No,
wonder
that
if,
was that was a quick one. It was just wait a minute here, but open to Q&A. No, it was there at the settings. I'm sorry, guys. Um, yeah, accessibility, hearing. Oh, I don't know. I'm so sorry. Um, but Ernest, if you can explain a bit of using the different. It is more or less the same that I've had. I just wanted. Ernest is busy with a huge project at the moment. He's got. I don't know, Ernest, how many drawings loaded up at the moment on your project is. It's a lot, and he's got all different sections, and as he can jump in between his sections and his oh, here's one controls. um
yes, while you're looking at just a bit of background, guys, I'm not sure, I think you can hear me now.
yeah, we
Yeah,
can.
we're busy with an engineering project, uh, and there's a new system. We all used to the SANS or the SCBS system, but there's a new system, COTO. I don't know if you guys have worked with it. It's quite a new measuring slash specification system, replacing SANS, especially on roads. And they've got a new set of chapters and measuring model. Now, Charlie was good enough to convert the current build pracs into this system. And what's for the guys that you know measuring on SANS, there's an item ref also. So there's another column into the engineering module for measuring, which refers to the relevant COTO specs. There's about 20, uh, 18 to 20 specs, each covering a different area of roads, for instance, drainage and asphalt and layers and earthworks. But yeah, that item ref is now also part of the build prac system. Thanks for that, Charlie, and it works good. The links, as he explained, all work quite well. I've loaded quite a few drawings, and I think, Andrew, to answer your question in this project, I have linked one measuring item to quite a few drawings. So what is important, and I received a lot of drawings on PDF, is to always just make sure your scale is set. And once you've got that in one under the measuring module, you can link measurements from a few drawings. For instance, I've got the paint on the roads on one drawing and earthworks on another. So I can jump from them in between, and the scale is right, and the measurements are correct. So I think, Andrew, that was what you were working on. Yeah, the rest, as Charlie's explained, pretty much the same in the engineering work. Measuring is measuring. It just makes it much easier. If I had to do this project, um, if I had to do this project on Excel, I would have really been lost. Especially what Charlie said is everything is in one package. My drawings is with me the whole time. It's just a click of a button to see, okay, I measured this here. And especially with a lot of sections, we've broken up the roads into chains. and intersections and stuff, which makes it really easy to jump from one drawing to another and from one section to another. And obviously, there's a lot of measuring items later. So the highlighting, if you hover over it, it really helps. So yeah, Charlie, I'm not sure if I see someone has made a comment here for the sharing. I don't know.
Yeah, I
So
see Constantine has given me a thing, but I'm trying it. But I think it is different between, for some reason, it is different between the the webinar and a normal meeting. And because I have now checked exactly as per what you just said, and then the accessibility, hearing, so it doesn't give me a sharing option. But anyway, are there any other questions from anybody? You can unmute yourselves, and we can discuss on the if there's anything. Constantine, yes, you can just unmute and ask and talk your way through. Yes, hi.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Uh,
My main question is costs. How is if this is something we can discuss now or maybe offline?
you're
Essentially,
welcome.
what the package costs and what do
Okay, you
we
can.
need to afford to be able to have this?
Okay, now that is a very good question, and thank you for asking.
Thank you.
It it is when you go to the website, it is buildprax.com. You know how you buildprax.com. Uh, there is a few options. You can buy monthly, you can buy certain sections and things like that. But I can tell you now, it is less than a third the cost of the other things that's on the market. I'm not going to put their names on there, but it is less than a third. On some of them, it is a tenth of the cost. So it is, we try to make it very affordable for people. So a full package can range from $29 a month to or something like that, or something like
Okay,
200,
that's
200 and
very,
seven.
very affordable.
I can, if I can share again, and I will show you the different packages. If we go to, it's, so you just go to buildprax.com, and it opens there, and it will see pricing, and you've got all kinds of, so the quotes and these ones is if you just want to measure the drawings, they are monthly $10 a month or yearly $100 or whatever. Emerald is to measure the drawings and feasibilities. So you've got the drawings and estimates. That's what the costs are per month. Um, month, yearly, half yearly, yearly. You're welcome to that. Sapphire is the measure the drawings, the bill of quantities, payment certificates. You'll do that, and then you've got the full one diamond. The next webinars we will go through the certificates and the feasibilities areas, where I can quickly show you, and where you like a certificate is virtually you do a certificate in 10 minutes, really, honestly. Depends on how quickly it is, but you will start a certificate. It will show you these whatever the retentions is and whatever you want. But listen, I'm not going to bore you with that now. It is it is for a next one, but the certificates and your estimates and feasibilities will if you start your feasibilities, let me just see if I can just start one without putting anything in. it will give you your your feasibilities will look like this with a return on of your investment and so on. At the end, it will have your notes, all the normal notes that you have in your and your exclusions in your feasibilities, and you can change and edit and delete it. It will show your income, and it will show the income and your total profit portions of it. It's got the improvement cost. Now, all of these are linked to your drawings. So back to where the thing comes from is that your bill of quantities, your certificates, your estimates, your feasibility is always updated. When you change your drawings, and as soon as you change your drawings here, and these items and areas are changed there, it changed through everything that is linked. So your feasibility is linked there. So, and what it does further is to do your development cash flows, and you can choose these cash flows, and it will. Okay, so it won't show it now because I didn't put in a range of times, but it will put all your items that you have used in. It will add into your and it showed per month until your building is finished, and it brings in uh, an income. And also the same with your construction cash flow. So it will show you it works out the S curve, and it works it out automatically for you. You can just add in a few items here, and but this is just for future. I'm future webinars. I will go through it with you, or anybody at any time. And as I said to Ernst also is, and to a few other people, is that please, they are so welcome to contact me at any time, and I can make space, and I will have a one-on-one with you, and we can run through this thing in detail. You're very welcome to contact me at support@buildprax.com, and we can do that. See, we are a little over the time, and if we can have more discussions you want, I'm okay for time. Any of you have any more questions, you can just unmute and fire away. Okay. Konstantin again.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. That was very clear. I saw that it goes into more depth. You've got all your bits and pieces in there. So looking forward to purchasing the program soon, probably next month or so. Then I'll be bothering you a lot. But it looks very good. It looks very good. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Konstantin. Yeah, Konstantin and I used to work together in Mozambique for many years. Um, and thanks for joining, Konstantin.
Thank you for the invite.
No problem. Avile wants to say something.
Charlie, just a comment from me. This looks like a great software because I've been looking for something that I can use on my MacBook, and this looks like exactly what I've been looking for. And it looks like it has all of the things that other softwares just hide behind a lot of complications. I'll definitely be starting out with the 14-day trial and yeah, possibly making a purchase soon.
Thank you very much, Avile. Just so that you guys know, yes, that was one of my main things when I started with Buildprax. I couldn't find anything that is working on a Mac. It's just, you get a lot of things, and there's very few things that you can work on a Mac. So this whole thing was written on Mac. I've created, but Windows and Mac are the same. They do exactly the same thing. They look the same and everything. So yes, mine is what I'm on the Mac now. I've presented you from the Mac machine. Yes, Andrew.
Thanks, Charlie. I see you have recruited only us who have worked with you before, but congratulations on this. I've just made a purchase, Constantine. I committed very quickly. After my 14 days finish, I immediately committed. I say I can't miss this because having shared an office with Charlie, these bill breaks repeat what I already know, and it's on one package. Charlie, congratulations on this one. Big ups. I am going to take this a step further. I want to
Yeah.
be at a point where the next one I will be like Ernest and be able to say, I've already done this. However, Charlie, there's a measuring glitch which I want you to solve for me. I will send it to you. I will record my screen and show you what I'm doing. More so
Yes.
because now we cannot present. I want you to solve it for me so that moving forward, I don't get irritated by wanting to do something and the software doesn't comply or doesn't allow me to tab and move forward. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Charlie,
Andrew,
and
Andrew,
congratulations.
thank you very much. Andrew, you are so welcome. And that is specifically, and even Aaron's, you must never, ever think that you bother me. We want to create this thing together that it is 100% working and for everybody. If there's something you want added onto the thing, you will do it. I constantly update this thing almost every second day. And so, yes, if there's anything that's not working for you, or if there's any changes that you want to do, or anything that we can improve, I'm all open, the whole time. And Ernst.
Yes, Andrew, just I think I can talk from experience now. The last few weeks, I don't know how many times a day we spoke, especially with Charlie exporting this now to the Koto system. But yeah, the enhancements are really daily. I don't know when he sleeps, but as I asked for stuff, he just somehow enhanced the system. So yeah, you've got interactive the whole time. And yeah, Charlie, once again, congrats. It's a wonderful package. I really enjoy it. I couldn't even do the 14 days. I had like 1 hour, and I phoned him and I said, no, listen, we must go on. So no, and I'm really enjoying it, especially the way it's structured. You don't have your drawings at some place, and especially interactive offices. You send this file and the guy can proceed in the night. If you're working overseas in Australia, I can send this thing and a guy can go on. He knows what I did, and I know if he sends it back to me in the morning, I know what he did. So yeah, it's really user friendly. Congrats once again, Charlie.
Thank you very much, Ernst. Okay. And yes, Konstantin.
Just a question. So, what can we measure? DWGs, PDFs? What essentially
PDF
does that?
made PDFs, and yeah, that's also a good question. We dealt with that on the previous one. It is you can do maybe I show you DXF. So you can do a DXF or PDF. So you ask your whoever sent you the drawing a DWG. DWG, we could. And Cole actually, and Cole and myself, when we started, Cole also helped me a lot and a lot of input and things and how to structure these things and so on. And thanks, Cole. And he said, Cole said there in Ireland. And so I could bring in a DWG drawing to this, but it's going to become extremely expensive. And that is why I wanted this to be affordable for anybody or everybody that has got a project or a QS firm. It's not all of us that are the huge ICOMs and the things that can afford to have hundreds and thousands of US dollars on software that we can afford to. So it is kept lightweight, so it's PDFs, and it's mainly PDFs and DXF. So you ask your designer to please just send you the, instead of a DWG, just print it into DXF, and it gives you all the layers and everything. Maybe if you have time, I can share and show you. If I just go quickly to measure, and you go there and you will see upload your drawings, and you can put a DXF drawing to it. And I must now find one. Drawings, design, DXF, floor plan. Let's say that one, and you open it. Always wait like a second or two. And there it comes. So it brings you all your layers that you have, so you can deselect layers, and you'll see it can also, you can zoom it in like the others. And so you can have, and it is, when you measure it, it will jump to the, it will snap to the corners of these things. And you can always jump in between. So you will have your the drawings, and all your drawings are all there. So, and even if you measure, you can measure the construction area on that drawing now, and which is a PDF, and you can now carry on the same item, and you do it, carry on with a DXF. So let's say sometimes you'll have a DXF drawing, and you'll have now a PDF, and so on. So you can also use the DXF view. A DXF view, you can update, you can open a DXF file, you can look at it, you can show the layers, you can print it to PDF and save it or whatever. So so it's basically, it is the reason why we do the DXF. It is lightweight again, and we keep the cost of the app low. As soon as you touch DWG, you go into CAD, and the people have to pay too much for, really, it is very expensive. Then it becomes very, very expensive. So, yeah, so that, Constantine. So, but, and it was with Ernst and myself, and also we talked now, is you've got this DXF, and it measures, and the cursor jumps to wherever the intersections is, and it snaps to that, and so on. But I feel it easier and to work on the PDF for some reason. It just go quicker, tick, 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 and it is lightweight, and it's, for some reason, DXFs. Remember, whatever you load up here is taking your RAM up, okay, and DXFs take a little bit less RAM than a DWG, and this is why. Carl, you
So
wanted
just-
to say?
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Charlie, that so just to confirm, Constantine, the PDF you need to scale.
Oh, yes.
But the DXF you don't need to scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially,
Yeah.
you need to make sure that it's on scale. Yeah, the PDFs.
Yes.
But we always
Yeah.
get PDFs, so that's 100% on that one, and we can always ask our consultants to send us the version that we're using. No problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to get software, and I wanted to put it onto my website, and to change from a DWG to a DXF ourselves. I can tell you, you can. There are plenty, and there's online, but you don't get the exact layers that you need. As it is when they save it, if they got your designers, they can just save it onto a DXF, and you've got almost the same drawing, but it is just in DXF. The reason I don't want basically, I don't want the CAD in. It is mainly for the expenses of it. And secondly, is your RAM. Yeah, once you use your RAM and so on, all other projects and everything goes slower. So DXF and PDFs, you can do as many as you really want. And it will all, well, probably not as many. If you're going to load now 500 drawings, I think it's going to become very slowly. But we have now also, and it was also a thing with Ernest because he used to, and I will explain to you quickly how it works. So Ernst had, when he came to about 14 or 10 or 12 drawings, and it's used drawings on his project. And all the drawings was now remembered by the app. So you could just jump like this between this thing, and you can still, but it takes up a lot of RAM. So what I've done is then we changed it so that it is still in the same store. So you can think of it when you save, you create a project and you save all the drawings, and it is saved into that store in that project. All right. So when you click on a drawing, and it will only take that one out, and the one that you work on, and that will there be the RAM that you use. If you click to another one, it will put that one back into the store and then open another one. So now you only work with the one drawing that's in the store. Although you've got like, and that's why Alice has got like 20, or I can't remember how many drawings at the same time. They're all listed there on the one project, but and you can see them. You won't even know that. You will think that the app is remembering them all, but as soon as you click it, it will just put the one back and keep the next one out, and then you work on. And that is a way that we got it to work a little bit with less RAM, and the less RAM, the quicker and the faster your responses is on your app. And that's basically one of the big reasons we've done that. That was one of the things. And I've already here got list. Whenever Ernst is phoning me, I've got this list, this little book, and these are the ones that's going to come into the next build, which is probably going to be this afternoon or tomorrow morning. So Andrew, yes, you must fire away. I'm busy with another few. There's already 6 changes that I must do again. And so these things update the whole time. So it's always good to have one of the very first one is that you will be able to update from the app itself to the newest version. So you don't need to go every time to the website and download and do that. So you can just update and see if you can just upload, from the app and then to the latest version. Okay, Avila, you had to go. It's good to see you, and thanks very much for joining. And so,
Charlie, I'm also clocking off. Congratulations and all the
thanks,
best.
guys. Thank you
Cheers.
very much. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Thanks,
Thank you, Charlie.
Carl. Mm.
Thank you, Charlie, and thanks everyone.
Okay, guys. Thanks
Okay,
very
thank
much,
you.
and
Keep
thanks
us
for
posted
joining again.
on the next webinar.
I will. I will.
Perfect.
I will.
Have a good
Okay.
day. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Hey Charlie, het lyk vir ons net ek en jy oor.